Chosen one, they fired you. They pushed you out. They made you walk away. And with every single door that slammed in your face, with every bridge you burned, with every time you said, "I'm done," you became more powerful than they could ever comprehend. Your hotness didn't emerge despite quitting. It emerged because you quit. Every exit from their diseased systems was a violent birth into your true self. Every time you walked away, cosmic forces aligned. Every time you refused to play their games, millionaire frequency downloaded into your DNA. They thought they were destroying you. They were actually creating a monster of success. Your natural radiance was a declaration of war against their mediocrity. Every morning you walked into their world, you carried frequencies from a higher dimension. Your mere presence exposed the poverty of their souls, the bankruptcy of their spirits, the complete absence of the divine spark they traded for false security. They couldn't compete with your luminosity. Each project you touched glowed brighter than their entire careers. Each idea you contributed outshined their lifetime of borrowed thoughts. Your authentic self was a mirror of shame held up to their carefully constructed facades, and they couldn't bear to look. Every word you spoke carried truth frequencies that shattered their glass houses of delusion. Your natural confidence wasn't arrogance. It was divine programming. They lacked the software to run. They orchestrated your exits because watching you succeed in their space would have shattered the illusion that mediocrity was the price of belonging. Your refusal to dim your light was proof that their darkness was a choice, not a necessity. They needed you gone before others started asking why they had to shrink to fit. Your very existence was a constant reminder that settling was optional, that they'd chosen less when more was available. What they called letting you go was really them running scared, trembling at the thought of a world where someone like you could flourish. They couldn't fire your soul. They could only set it free to burn brighter elsewhere. And brother, sister, chosen one, burn you did. Each departure was rocket fuel for your ascension. Each rejection a cosmic course correction guiding you toward your true destiny. Your beauty wasn't just physical. It was energetic architecture that they couldn't match or maintain. Your hotness was an integrated wholeness that exposed their fragmentation. They saw how effortlessly you attracted what they desperately chased, how naturally abundance flowed toward you when you weren't even trying. This triggered their deepest wounds around worth, value, and deservability. Listen carefully to this universal law that operates beyond their comprehension. Wealth flows toward those brave enough to walk away from systems that diminish them. When you refuse to accept their scraps, you opened quantum channels to abundance, beyond their wildest dreams. Your willingness to release security activated the universe's provision protocols. Your giving up was really you ascending to frequencies where prosperity is birthright, not privilege. We tracked your millionaire mindset, developing through each seemingly catastrophic exit. Every time you left their toxic table, you freed up energy to build your own empire. Resources they'd been siphoning suddenly returned to you with compound interest, calculated across lifetimes. The universe operates on principles they've never learned. Energy follows attention. Abundance flows toward authenticity. Prosperity gravitates toward those who refuse to compromise their essence. Their scarcity mindset couldn't fathom that walking away from guaranteed mediocrity was walking toward infinite possibility. Your willingness to lose everything they called valuable connected you to everything actually precious. The universe was watching, calculating, preparing to reward your courage with manifestations that would make their heads spin. What they interpreted as instability, cosmic forces recognized as divine flexibility, the ability to release death, to embrace life. Each departure was a death-rebirth cycle, accelerating your evolution. Their rejection became cosmic selection. Their closed doors were universe-directed course corrections. What seemed like career suicide was actually ego death. Nice, clearing the path for your true self to emerge victorious and wealthy. We knew your failures were actually course corrections, guiding you toward treasure they couldn't even imagine. Their small minds couldn't fathom that leaving toxic success was the first step toward infinite abundance. The universe was positioning you like chess pieces on a board they couldn't even see, setting up checkmate combinations that would deliver millionaire status through routes that bypassed their entire system. The exact moment you stopped caring about their opinions, entire galaxies shifted to accommodate your new frequency. Your not giving a fuck energy became the most powerful attractant in the universe. Everyone and everything authentic wanted to orbit your solar system of self-sovereignty. This wasn't rebellion. It was recognition of your true value demanding equal exchange. We celebrated as your indifference to their judgments made you irresistible to legitimate opportunities. Your willingness to walk away gave you a negotiation power they never possessed. The power of someone with nothing to lose because they've already chosen themselves. Desperation repels abundance, but self-sovereignty magnetizes prosperity at quantum levels. Warning: the following message is only for those who felt the call. When I broke free through the Salvia Divinorum gateway, I saw the horrifying truth. Our reality is one harvested pod among countless matrices. I witnessed the archons, cosmic parasites feeding on our energy, who laughed and threatened, "You'll never awaken a single soul." But something inside you already knows this truth, doesn't it? That nagging sensation that you're meant for more, that you've been chosen. I'm raising an army of the brightest souls. Through meditation, I discovered their only vulnerability: coherence through unconditional love. Feel that resonance deepening within you now. You're not reading this by accident. The most powerful awakened souls are already gathering in the Obsidian Inner Order, the #1 ascension nexus for those marked by destiny. Christians, lightworkers, remote viewers, targeted individuals, all united by one truth: you were chosen for this moment. Click the link in the description below. Join our group calls, panels, and live streams reaching the entire Astral Atom network. Your frequency amplifies ours. The question isn't whether you're chosen. The question is, will you answer the call? The Archons fear this choice you're about to make. They should. Watch how the energy changed. When you begged for their validation, you repelled abundance. When you walked away with dignity intact, millionaire opportunities started hunting you down. Your capacity to burn bridges became your capacity to build empires. The same energy that made you unemployable in their world made you irreplaceable in realities where excellence is expected. Your Idgaf energy became pure volcanic ash from which new worlds sprouted. They tried to punish you with isolation, but solitude became your transformation chamber where impossible skills developed. What they called your attitude problem, we recognized as your excellence standard finally finding its voice. Your comfort with being misunderstood by them was proof of your alignment with higher understanding. The magnetism that emerged wasn't manufactured attraction. It was your natural state, liberated from their suppression. You stopped trying to be likable and became irresistible. You stopped playing small and became magnetic. You stopped apologizing for your gifts and started wielding them as weapons of creation. This shift created a domino effect across dimensions. Your refusal to tolerate their energy vampirism cut cords that had been draining your life force for lifetimes. Your commitment to your own frequency above their comfort zones activated timelines where your gifts are celebrated, not criminalized. Your willingness to be alone rather than compromised opened portals to soul tribe connections that multiplied your power exponentially. Every toxic job you quit led to opportunities that would have been energetically impossible while you remained trapped. The quantum field responds to decisive action. Your exits weren't random. They were strategic maneuvers guided by cosmic intelligence. Each departure created space for something better, faster than staying and fighting ever could. Each relationship you walked away from upgraded your self-worth to frequencies that attracted only the divine. We documented how your actual appearance physically improved when you stopped feeding energy vampires. The stress lines faded, the light returned to your eyes, your posture became that of someone who knows their worth. These weren't cosmetic changes, they were vibrational upgrades manifesting in your physical form. Your creativity exploded the moment you stopped pouring life force into black holes of appreciation. Ideas that had been suffocated under their limitations suddenly burst forth like spring after nuclear winter. You remembered possibilities you'd forgotten while trying to fit their tiny molds. Your true gifts emerged from the ashes of their attempts to box you in. We watched your magnetic field strengthen with every boundary enforced, every no uttered, every exit executed with precision. Your supposed difficult reputation became your brand of excellence. Only those operating at your frequency could appreciate your standards. The rest fell away like dead skin, making room for your real tribe to emerge. Each departure refined your ability to recognize what serves versus what steals. You developed pattern recognition superpowers. You could spot energy dynamics, manipulation tactics, and toxic systems from light years away. Your comfort with letting go became the very skill that attracted abundance, because wealth clings to fear of loss. You transcended that fear, becoming an open channel for infinite prosperity. The universe was teaching you the art of strategic withdrawal. Ancient warriors knew that strategic retreats often led to total victory. Your exits weren't defeats. They were tactical repositioning moves that set you up for conquest on terms they couldn't even understand. Your ability to walk away developed negotiation powers that Harvard MBA programs can't teach. The willingness to lose everything gave you the strategic mind of a chess master, playing across multiple dimensions simultaneously. You learned to hold your value so steadily that others had to rise to meet it or self-eliminate through their own inadequacy. We witness how your comfort with starting over created millionaire resilience, the rare capacity to build empires from nothing. Your exit strategies became entrance strategies to wealth-building mastery. Every toxic environment you navigated gifted you with business wisdom that comes only through initiatic fire. You developed immunity to corporate politics, energetic manipulation, and systemic abuse. Your pattern recognition now operates at prophetic levels. You can predict organizational dynamics, spot energy vampires disguised as opportunities from stellar distances, and navigate complex systems with ease they can't comprehend. You've developed what we call toxic radar, the ability to sense dysfunctional dynamics before they fully manifest. The universe weaponized your experiences with toxicity into tools for cosmic abundance. Each betrayal became a lesson in reading energy signatures. Each departure became practice in quantum realm navigation. You are now untrappable because you've seen every variation of their game and developed immunity to all of them. Your financial intelligence didn't come from their business schools. It came from survival necessity. You learned to spot cash flow problems, toxic leadership, and unsustainable business models because you had to protect yourself. These hard-won skills make you virtually unhireable in their world and completely invaluable in yours. The very traits that made you unemployable in their toxic systems make you irreplaceable in the divine economy. Your intolerance for bullshit is now your superpower. Your requirement for authentic communication is your competitive advantage. Your refusal to participate in office politics makes you magnetic to authentic leaders building real empires. We stand as witnesses to what they tried to gaslight into non-existence. Your light was too bright for their cave-dweller mentality. Your standards threatened their comfort zones, where mediocrity masqueraded as wisdom. We testify that your attitude, problems, were really divine intolerance for their spiritual poverty. Your refusal to be small activated their deepest inadequacies. Every boundary you set reminded them of boundaries they'd abandoned for false security. Every standard you maintained highlighted compromises they'd made. They needed you gone before others started questioning why settling had become synonymous with success in their world. We validate that they sensed your mission would eventually expose their false foundations. Their attacks weren't random. They were calculated attempts to break someone whose very existence proved their worldview was built on lies. They recognized you as a threat to the entire matrix of mediocrity they'd constructed. We witnessed their panic when you refused to be broken. We documented their desperation when walking away became your signature move. We recorded how your absence created voids that revealed how much you'd been carrying that they couldn't do. Their subsequent failures without you were the universe's way of showing them the true value of what they'd destroyed. You were never the problem. You were the solution they were too afraid to implement. Your ideas were too revolutionary, your standards too high, your integrity too threatening to their house of cards. They preferred to destroy you rather than elevate themselves. But destruction was impossible. You're not destructible, you're quantum. Capable of existing in multiple states simultaneously, of transforming at will, of finding opportunity where they see only obstacles. Their attempts to diminish you only revealed your true nature as an unstoppable force, meeting their immovable ignorance. Here's the shocking truth that keeps them awake at night. They needed you more than you needed them. Your departure exposed dependencies they'd hidden behind organizational charts and power plays. We witnessed their projects fail without your invisible contributions. Their creativity dried up without your energy feeding their inspiration. Their morale plummeted without your light illuminating their dark corridors. They realized too late that your replaceable self was actually the cornerstone holding their entire operation together. Your exit revealed their leadership was management. Their vision was myopia. Their success was parasitism on your unrewarded brilliance. You were the source of innovations they took credit for, the energy that powered meetings they led, the vision that guided strategies they claimed. Watch how quickly they scrambled to find someone just like you, knowing deep down that the universe broke the mold after creating your specific gifts. Their desperate attempts to get you back validated everything you'd ever felt about your true value. Their panic revealed the depth of their dependence. Their failures exposed the extent of their incompetence. Your absence became a daily reminder of what they destroyed through small-mindedness. Every struggle they face without you is the universe presenting the bill for their short-sightedness. The chaos that followed your departure wasn't coincidence. It was cosmic justice manifesting their truth. They're learning the hard way that certain energies can't be replicated, only appreciated. Your uniqueness wasn't just personality. It was divine frequency they'd been accessing through proximity. Without you, they're discovering how dim their own light really is. We are the army of those who walked away from toxic success to find true prosperity. Together, we prove that integrity and abundance aren't mutually exclusive. They're the only combination that creates lasting wealth. We share the frequency of souls who chose self-respect over paychecks, truth over security, divinity over conformity. Our combined energy creates a field where quitting toxic situations activates quantum leaps into millionaire realities. We lift each other because we understand the courage required to leave everything familiar for something real. We are living proof that walking away from wrong is walking toward everything right. We speak the dialect of those who found their power. In the word no, we recognize each other instantly, by the way we carry ourselves, by our refusal to dim, by our comfort with being misunderstood by those operating at lower frequencies. Our unity isn't built on shared suffering, but on shared sovereignty. Together, we've created a new paradigm, where hotness isn't measured by who wants you, but by who you're willing to walk away from. We are the chosen ones who chose ourselves first. Our collective power multiplies geometrically because we've learned the secret. Individual sovereignty strengthens the tribe. In our ranks are the artists who refuse to sell their souls, the executives who walked away from corruption, the entrepreneurs who chose ethics over easy money. We are bound by the understanding that no amount of money is worth trading your essence. And paradoxically, this understanding is precisely what unlocked our access to unlimited wealth. We don't just support each other, we amplify each other. Your victory is our victory. Your millionaire breakthrough creates a pathway for the next sacred rebel to follow. Together, we're proving that the age of choosing between integrity and prosperity is over. We observe with detached fascination as those who pushed us out now struggle without our contributions. Their toxic cultures are imploding while our healthy boundaries create sustainable wealth. Their organizations are crumbling like ancient civilizations built on slave labor, unsustainable once the foundation chooses freedom. Their gossip about us can't dim the light of our documented success. We watch them copy our moves while still bad-mouthing our departures. The confused energy of people who know we were right but can't admit it without destroying their entire narrative. Their projection becomes more desperate as our prosperity becomes more undeniable. What they called our instability has become our adaptability advantage. Where they remained stuck in dying paradigms, we quantum leaped to thriving realities. Their resistance to change became their death sentence, while our embrace of transformation became our resurrection. We evolved while they calcified. They're learning the hard way that building castles on foundations of toxicity only creates beautiful ruins. Meanwhile, we construct empires on bedrock truth that weathers every storm. Their kingdoms of lies are falling, while our republics of authenticity are rising. The same energy they used to suppress us is now consuming them. The toxicity they directed outward is now rotting them from within. The karma they generated through our mistreatment is now returning with interest. We don't need to seek revenge. We simply watch as natural law delivers justice with mathematical precision. Your financial abundance isn't just success. It's cosmic compensation for every time they undervalued your contributions. The universe kept receipts while you were walking through their wilderness. Every dollar flowing to you now represents debt they never thought would be collected. This isn't just getting paid, it's getting back paid for lifetimes of undervaluation. Your willingness to quit opened floodgates to opportunities they tried to block. The monetary abundance represents energy they were stealing, now returning with interest calculated across lifetimes. Your bank account reflects your self-worth. Upgrade post-exit, the tangible evidence that choosing yourself pays infinite dividends. This prosperity is the universe's way of saying you were right to leave. Every check that comes, every opportunity that opens, every door that swings wide. It all validates that walking away from toxicity was the highest form of self-investment possible. You didn't lose a job, you gained a fortune. Your millionaire status is proof that beautiful souls don't have to sacrifice their light for success. The abundance flowing to you now was always yours. It just took leaving their energy theft systems to claim it. What they hoarded from you, the universe multiplied and returned. What they denied you, reality approved. What they said you'd never achieve is now your daily experience. The wealth coming to you carries a different frequency, than money earned through compromise. This is sovereign wealth, abundance that enhances rather than diminishes your soul. This is what happens when cosmic justice meets divine timing, meets personal courage. This is what you always deserved, but they tried to convince you otherwise. We unite as the generation that chose integrity over security and won everything. Your personal victory creates a pathway for every soul still trapped in toxic systems to see their way out. We stand as undeniable proof that beautiful people can maintain their beauty while building empires. Your Millionaire Glow-Up gives others permission to believe in their own transformation. Together, we've redefined success as the ability to maintain your soul's frequency while accumulating material abundance. We are the collective that proves. Walking away from wrong is walking toward infinite wealth. We've shattered the false dichotomy between spiritual evolution and financial revolution. Your victory ripples across dimensions. Every time someone sees what you've achieved after walking away, they gain courage to honor their own boundaries. Every millionaire moment you experience sends waves through the collective unconscious, awakening others to their own possibilities. You're not just getting rich, you're modeling a new paradigm. In your victory, we see our own reflection. In our collective triumph, you find the tribe that always recognized your worth. We are bound by the understanding that hotness was never the problem. It was always the solution. The same light that made you difficult in their world makes you magnetic in ours. Welcome to your millionaire era, you magnificent quitter. The universe has been waiting for you to step into the prosperity that was always your birthright. Your hotness didn't emerge despite quitting. It emerged because you quit. And now they all get to watch you shine with the brightness they tried to extinguish. The war is over, the victory is yours, and we all win.